Rupert Murdoch is one of the biggest media moguls in the world and a billionaire worth $19 billion. Known for owning Fox News, he also owns the Wall Street Journal, the Times of London, and a series of broadcast networks. And if Donald Trump wants to get into the media business after he leaves office, as has been speculated, he could learn a thing or two from the media mogul. Rupert Murdoch's media empire began in Australia with one small newspaper he inherited from his father.
He started building that into an empire by a twofold strategy. One was to sell controversy and scandal, and one was to buy up his competitors. He's kind of the king of acquisitions in the media space. By 1985, he'd built a portfolio big enough to land him on the Forbes 400.
1985 was the first and last time Donald Trump outranked Rupert Murdoch on the Forbes 400.
That year, Donald Trump was listed with a fortune of $600 million, but he didn't deserve the ranking. He had created a fake persona to fool Forbes into believing his father had transferred all his wealth to him.
Around the late 80s, Murdoch realized the future of media was in television. So he bought a series of stations in the US that would become the Fox Broadcasting Company, as well as Sky News in the UK. His bet paid off in 1998 when Fox's entertainment arm went public, pulling in $2.8 billion and adding $1.7 billion to Murdoch's net worth.
Trump eventually made a comeback. In 1996, he returned to the Forbes 400. He struck gold in the early 2000s with The Apprentice, which he later claimed provided him $214 million in earnings. But he did not reinvest that wisely. He bought up a series of golf courses and resorts that ended up kind of just being money pits. Trump's latest miscalculation actually came in 2016. He held onto his business empire while he became president, and since then his fortune has declined by an estimated $1 billion.
While Trump has been losing money over the course of his presidency, Murdoch has flourished.
Not only have the ratings of his conservative Fox News jumped, but he also took advantage of the anti-regulatory climate to make the deal of a lifetime. In 2018, he agreed to sell 21st Century Fox's movie studio, a handful of cable networks, and its stakes in Star India and Hulu to Disney for $71.3 billion.
Donald Trump's 2016 presidential run benefited from positive news coverage from Fox News. However, this summer saw the relationship between Trump and Fox News sour. Fox polls showed the president behind the Democrat nominee Joe Biden, and on election night, Fox News called Arizona for Biden before anyone else. Now, Trump has been favoring the rivals Newsmax and OAN.
For a long time, Trump has been saying that when he leaves the White House, he's going to go into media. That has always been the most successful industry for him. He was way better at hosting The Apprentice than he is at running a real estate empire. And it was kind of expected that he'd go into partnership with Fox News. Maybe he'd have a show on the air. That does not look like it's happening anytime soon. And there's even talks of a Trump network to rival Fox. Maybe he'll go into partnership with OAN or Newsmax. Maybe he'll start a digital network. No one's really sure what he's actually going to do, but it's looking like he will not be teaming up with Fox News.